Okay guys, as the title said, real film look for under $50. Is that possible? We're gonna keep it fairly short today. Today's video is gonna be about Cinesource and their Powergrade called Realfilm. And you might wonder, what's a Powergrade and how does it work? I'm gonna show it to you, and I'm also gonna show you how to import it into DaVinci Resolve. So with further ado, let's just get into it. Okay, so now we jumped into the color page of the DaVinci Resolve, and the first thing I'm going to show you is how to import a Powergrade. So what you do is, in the color window, you go to Powergrades, and here you right click and you choose Import, and then you look up your Powergrade, and in this case it's this Realfilm DPX. You double click that and then it's going to be imported here. So you can see I have the Realfilm here. I also have some other Powergrades and node trees, but now we have it here. Okay guys, so what I would do here, just to show you real quick, I would go to put a color space transform on the first one, and this is the Sony S-Gamma 3 Cine, and it is an S-Log free, and I want to use it in the DaVinci intermediate wide gamut color space. And then I also put a color space transform out, and then I put in here from DaVinci, which is my timeline color space in this case, out to Rec 709 Gamma 2.4, and then I would do changes. Now usually I would have more nodes, but just for this case I would just want to show you some of the small changes I would do here. So in this case I would just warm it up just a teeny tiny bit, and also add in some teeny tiny amount of magenta. And I would also create a little super slight S-curve. Also, I would add some contrast and some saturation into it. Try to bring down. So it would just be... So this clip now, it's very supernatural. It's nothing special. So this is how I would start grading the clip, and then we have two different ways of working with this. And if I just do like this, I grab a still of this one and I apply it here to the second clip, apply grade. It is the same. Here we would add another node. I would put that in front there, like that, and then I would go like this. And then I would just do it like that. And here then, in this case, if we were to go with Dehancer, which is a plugin that's quite pricey and it's really good, but right now we're just going with the fact that we have the Cinesource Powergrade that's, you know, under $50 with the code Alex10. But let's see, we have a DaVinci Wide Gamut Intermediate here. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna go with Kodak Vision 250D, and we're also some smaller grain. And I want some more grain here in the shadows. We will also add some halation and just a teeny tiny bit of bloom. So we can now see that the clip has gone from this to this, and this is, for my taste, a little bit too cyan and green, so I would actually make it a little bit warmer, and I would like to do And what I would do is also in this, I would just bump up the saturation ever so slightly. And now if we zoom in here, you can see we still have a nice amount of grain. Maybe give it just a little bit less, well, quite a lot less actually. So there we have this clip now. Now this is graded with Dehancer, and as you can see, it's very simple. And now we're gonna put in the Powergrade. And you were wondering what a Powergrade was, or well, maybe you weren't wondering, but I'm gonna tell you. So a Powergrade is here that someone who already made a structure. So if I wanna, push, and if I wanna activate this Powergrade, I can just middle push the mouse, or I can right click and press apply grade. So here you can see now that they've made a complete node tree. So we have the lows, mids, highs, we have white balance, we have a color space transform in, we have push and pull, saturation, we have the look, density. So here we have a whole lot of different things. So let's go here and see, okay, this is already gamma-free scene, perfect. And as you can see, I would definitely want this to be a bit brighter. So then I go down here to pivot. And what I do then with the pivot is I can pull it up a bit, or I can pull it down to make it even darker. But in this case, I would like to pull it up a bit so I have some more, light in it. And in this case also, I feel that Ludde here is a bit dark, so I would raise the mids just a little bit to get him up and running. There we go. And if we go to the lows here, you can actually change everything in the shadows if you want less or darker, but I kind of like it was just a little bit brighter. Okay, so here I kind of like the exposure that we have here. And we can also, if we want to, go in here to change, but from the instruction video that Edu did, if we have it on highlights -100, we will keep all the dynamic range. So I'm actually going to keep it like that. And as you saw in this clip, I would like it a bit warmer. Then you do not go with the white balance temperature down here. You go with, in the white balance node, you have this one, and you choose that first one to add warmth or subtract. But in this case, I would like to go just a little bit warmer, and also we have the push and pull here still. I'm quite happy with that. We have the saturation, and here of course we're working with the saturation. If we want, we can add it or we can subtract. I think for the film look, I'm actually gonna subtract just a little bit. And then here we have the ever so slightly the look. So what you can do is, if you do not like, let's say you do not want as much cyan in it, you can put it away. You have a much more neutral picture. Or if you want that blue look, you can still have it. You also have density, which helps the color be a bit more dense. So they've done a really good job in creating this film feel. And they have the curves. But I'm actually thinking that this video I might go without the cyan. You also have the fade. You see, it's just ever so slightly. This one is a really nice node. It gives the bloom, it gives much softer highlight roll-ups. You have dirt, and then you have grain. And here we're gonna go in. So here we can see now I have grain turned off, and now grain is on. So I'm actually gonna pull it down a bit, and I'm also gonna put the grain strength down just a little bit, not too much. Okay, so now I'm quite happy with this. Let's make a quick overhaul now on the look of this. And yeah, I like it. I actually, now when I see it, I might want to add a little bit more grain. And now when looking back at this, I'm actually really much more into this look. But let's see how they work like this. If we pull like this. So here's the Rec 709. This is how, it was shot. And then here we have the Dehancer. It's a nice look, but... And then here we have the film look from Cinesource. And here we do have a lot more grain. We can actually again pull down the grain just a little bit. There we go. I think we're actually starting to get kind of close to what I want. I'm gonna add in some saturation again. Okay, so as you can see here on Dehancer, you have a very, you go from top to bottom and you do all these settings. It's very intuitive. But now when I've used this Powergrade a few times, it's actually really intuitive. I can't do exactly the same things as I can in Dehancer, because there you have, many different film stocks and print stocks and everything. So it is a bit more limiting, but in terms of getting a film look, I do love how it works, to be honest. We can also grab a still of this look, and then we can go to this clip and we can apply this grade here. And actually I think it looks amazing. Let's see how the Dehancer will look on that clip. I'm actually not really happy with, yeah, I will go with that. Also here I will go, yeah, that's a lot better. So it's two completely different looks, and then of course we can go with, the regular Rec 709 apply grade. Okay, so if we were to look on all three clips now, so here we have Rec 709, which is, the standard look, how it was shot, like I said. We go to Dehancer, which is a really nice looking film stock. And here we have the Cinesource. And I actually think it's easier to grade the Cinesource at the moment. Okay, so looking back now at all the clips, here's the Rec 709 clip, shot as it was supposed to. And then we have the Dehancer clip, which also looks nice, and then we have the Cinesource. And what blows my mind is this actually costs under $50. It's fast and it's easy to use. And here we have the Rec 709 clip again. And then we go over to Dehancer. I do like it a lot more when I did the color hue, but yeah. And here we have. To be honest, I really love this. I love this Powergrade. It's so easy to work with. I was a bit hesitant at first, when starting to work with this. It's super easy. It's just like, from top to bottom, and you kind of fine tune your taste. So yeah, I think that's great. So let's save that one. Okay guys, so this was just a super quick and first look of Realfilm Powergrade from Cinesource. I just got it, so you kind of learned with me. I compared it to Dehancer. Dehancer is $449 for a perpetual license, whereas the Cinesource Powergrade, it's about 49 euros. It's about $52. If you use my code Alex10, you will get 10% off, which means it will be, roughly 44 euros. What do you think? Would you pay $400 more to get Dehancer, or do you think that this Powergrade does the job? Because honestly, when looking back at the footage, I think I might actually go with the Realfilm Powergrade. So let me know in the comments, and also if you have any super cool Powergrades that you want to share, or if you have any questions about it, ask away. And thank you Cinesource for giving me the opportunity to test your Powergrade. I actually love it. Peace. Oh, by the way, also, I hope this was in focus. I'm shooting this with my Red Monstro and the Mamiya 45mm lens. And yeah, it seems like it's in focus, but like if I'm going a bit like this and this, you can't be too sure. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm almost at 10,000 subscribers, so I'm super thankful. But yeah guys, that's it for today. Cheers and have a good one. Tjena!